when you stand alone. All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty lost she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away. Standing in front of me, every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I love you.
I'd love to see, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Inn Lodge on this very special day for Dave and Becky. I'm Sarah Usher, and I'm joined by my colleague Sarah Joy, who is making the legal record into the marriage register and completing the marriage certificate. We've come on from the Portsmouth Register Office for today's ceremony. Before we begin, I have to inform you that this room has been licensed by law for the celebration of civil marriages. We're all here today to witness the joining in matrimony of David Carl Jafkins and Rebecca Kelly Redman. However, before that can happen, I have to ask that if anyone here knows of a legal reason why this couple should not be joined in marriage, would they please like to declare it now? Well, after those looks, nobody should be objecting, and they are all smiling, so I think we can go ahead. So to you both, before you are joined in marriage, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. The purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care for, and support each other through both the joys and sorrows of life. Marriage calls for honesty, patience, and humour, and offers the security which comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made today and faithfully kept forever. I'm going to ask each of you to make a public declaration in our presence and the presence of your guests here, that to the best of your knowledge and belief you are lawfully free to marry. You're ready to do this now? Too late now. So Dave, I'm going to ask you to repeat the declaration after me when you're ready. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know
Of no legal reason.
of no legal reason
Why I, David Carl Jafkins,
why I, David Carl Jafkins,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Rebecca Kelly Redman.
to Rebecca Kelly Redman.
I declare that I know.
I declare that I know
Of no legal reason.
no legal reason
Why I, Rebecca Kelly Redman,
why I, Rebecca Kelly Redman,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to David Carl Jafkins.
to David Carl Jafkins.
You're halfway there already. Declare that you're free legally to marry, and I'm now going to ask you to contract your marriage vows with one another. So for this, I'd like to turn and face. And the ancient and traditional way of sealing a verbal marriage contract is by the giving and receiving of a wedding ring. A ring is an unbroken circle with no beginning and no end. It's a symbol of commitment and everlasting love, and will always be a visible reminder to you both of the promises that you've made to one another here today. So James, would you please come and join us with the rings? First of all, Dave, if you could take the ring that you'd like to present to Becky. You could place the ring onto her finger. You remain holding Becky's hand. I'd like you to repeat these words after me. I call upon these persons.
I call upon these persons.
Here present to witness.
Here present to witness.
That I, David Carl Jackins.
That I, David Carl Jackins.
Do take thee, Rebecca Kelly Redman.
Do take thee, Rebecca Kelly Redman.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
Thanks very much, James. Thank you very much. Use your left hand. Yeah, that's it. So if you could please look at Dave and say, I call upon these persons.
I call upon these persons.
Here present to witness.
Here present to witness.
That I, Rebecca Kelly Redman.
That I, Rebecca Kelly Redman.
Do take thee, David Carl Jackins.
Do take me, David Carl Jackins.
To be my lawful wedded husband. Well, today is the start of a new phase in your lives together. We hope that the feeling of love that you have for one another will continue to deepen and grow ever stronger throughout the years to come. May the two of you always be able to talk things over, confide in each other, and laugh with one another. Most of all, may you remain the very best of friends and enjoy a lifetime of happiness together. Now, Becky and Dave, you've both said all the words required by law. You've also made a solemn and binding commitment with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your families and friends all assembled here today. So I'm very happy to announce you are now lawfully joined together as husband and wife. Would you like to give your wife a kiss?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My level's too high, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. And let me tell you now, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My level's too high, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Hello. I would say good afternoon, but it's good evening. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Becky's dad, Tony. Becky's mum and I would like to say thank you very much to all of you who helped make today possible. It's a fantastic setting for a beautiful celebration and a lovely ceremony. It's wonderful to look out and see all of our family and friends who are able to be with us. We hope you all have a fabulous time tonight. We would like to especially welcome all those that have travelled many thousands of miles to be here with us today from as far afield as Australia, USA, Canada, and to family and friends that have travelled today from all over the UK. Welcome. To those who are no longer with us, and to those who are unable to be here because of ill health, let's raise our glasses and make a toast. To absent friends and family. Alan, Carol. Today our family trees sprouted a new branch. You raised a wonderful young man, and we're extremely happy to welcome Dave and your family to our family. And Rebecca, my beautiful Rebecca. I remember the very first moments of your life and the swelling of my heart with love and pride. You were very special to me and your mum. You're still special. Becky only has one speed, and that isn't fast. There's always taken the time to do things. Today, you'll need the patience of a saint. Bearing in mind she took 36 hours coming into the world. But she's worth it. Sometimes I wake up and your mum will put you there right beside me, smiling and gurgling. And again my heart would swell with love and pride. And before we knew it, you grew up. Time goes by so quickly. Your first trip out with Daddy to the shops, your first day at nursery, your first day at school, all of the tooth fairy visits. Terrified me, but thrilled me as well. And being Father Christmas and eating all those cookies at Christmas every year. No wonder I'm as big as I am. Here's a snapshot of all my memories of the things your mum and I did with you. We dressed as clowns. We watched lots of cartoons and animated films, and we spent many hours in accident and emergency and the dentist. Although you've always had good teeth. We went to Disneyland, we went to theme parks, swing parks, we walked in the rain and we jumped in puddles. We ate sweets and junk food, but we cooked good food for you every day. You travelled on the back of my motorbike and fell asleep, which frightened the bejesus out of me. You trapped your finger in a door, and now you've got a wonky finger. Your mum's taken you to gigs and has spent countless hours shopping with you. We went skiing, we did the snowy inner tube thing. You've flown around the world at least once and seen Niagara Falls, Las Vegas, Adelaide. You've held a koala bear, fed kangaroos, driven go-karts and frightened me and your mum half to death by dragging us in turns onto a wooden roller coaster for what seemed like 1,000 times. And then you asked us to go on the most terrifying ride of our life, the thing that drops about 100 feet. And I'm still scared of that now. But you are worth it. And for me, you have hugged and kissed and loved me with all of your heart. And for this reason, Dave is a very lucky man. Giving us a granddaughter makes my heart swell again. it makes me remember how special Rebecca was and still is. Rebecca, you'll always be our little girl, and my princess. We're proud of you and we love you. And yes, Becky hasn't changed one bit in 22 years. Anyone who knows Becky knows she still takes an age to get ready. But she is always well. One of the things I know about Dave is that he likes ghosts. So much so that he helped run supernatural tours, taking people to places like the forts on top of the hill. And he went down the tunnels looking for ghosts. Well, I thought, Becky's got no chance of scaring him away. I know Dave is a hard grafter, and I know he has a good heart, and I know he loves my daughter very much, and I welcome him into our family with open arms. I would like to impart just a little wisdom to Becky and Dave. Work hard and spend time with your family. Buy her flowers and chocolates. Respect her. Remember, your wife is always right. Be faithful. Talk often. Love deeply, forgive quickly. And tell each other how much you love each other every day. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the toast.
You stay there, my darling.
Join me in wishing the happy couple a long and healthy life together. To the bride and groom. I'll now hand over to James, whom I'm sure will tell a story or two about Dave. Thank you all for your kind and generous support today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Those of you that don't know me, I'm James. I am the best man, although that's always confused me because surely Dave is the best man. So it comes, it's customary for me to stand here and kind of tell some anecdotes about Dave, painting him in a less than favourable light. And from the look on Dave's face, this is exactly what he was dreading. However, I look like a trend. Dave and I first met in 1998 when we first joined secondary school and been friends ever since. And in all my years, I can genuinely say I've never met a more fiercely loyal person in my life. Genuinely, this is he's one of the kindest, most generous, forgiving people I've ever met and have had the fortune of knowing. And he better damn well enjoy this because I'm never repeating that. So we've been through our ups and downs, and we've seen various things, and so loyal in fact to his friends that it's even earned us a police escort home from school on one occasion. We will go into that if Dave wants to elaborate. I will let him do that one. So enough of the soppy crap, and now on with the stuff that he's expecting. So Carol often says that Dave and I share a brain cell, and I like to think that I at least get 3/4 of that, although Carol will probably disagree with this. So back in our late teens, early 20s, and probably still to this day, the two of us had a bit of a love for fireworks, and particularly New Year's Eve fireworks. Now, a hobby this has led my dad to having a lasting memory of, with a scar on his side. One particular New Year's Eve, Dave and I went out, we bought ourselves a finale rocket, and this thing had a head like an American football. And we took it home, and we set off all our other fireworks, and the finale was coming up. Dave and I had a couple of beers, and this genius decides to put the rocket in the tube, stuff it in the floor, without realising that half the stick was hanging out the bottom of the tube. Now this thing went into the floor, we lit it, we stood back, this thing's wobbling all over the place, we're going to take off any minute now. It carried on wobbled a bit more for good measure, at which point I grabbed him, threw him in a bush, Followed him in afterwards and this thing exploded. Every single car alarm for about 300 yards was screaming. People hanging out their windows screaming. Me and Dave emerged from a bush looking sort of a little shell-shocked to find my dad with half the fireworks stick hanging out the side. Luckily he was wearing several layers because let's be honest, December, it was not cold, not warm, and no lasting harm was done. We also like to have a bonfire that goes with these, and we used to collect up, I used to drive a van, we used to go around and collect up some pallets and things and any old bit of wood we could find, take it back to my parents' place, stack it all up, set a bonfire, sit around, have a couple of beers and enjoy the bonfire. Well, on a particularly rainy day we decided to push ahead with the bonfire nonetheless, and someone thought it'd be a good idea to help the fire go to pour some petrol on it. Now, most people will realise it's not a good idea to hold a petrol can upside down over a fire. Not Dave. Oh no. Flame shot straight up the line of fuel, setting the jerry can alight, and Dave in the process. So cue Dave running around my garden going, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. Me frantically digging a hole to bury a jerry can to smother the flames, and him just rolling around the garden like an idiot. And my poor parents have had several episodes like that with us being idiots. Now, my favourite story of Dave, and he is going to kill me for this one, but it's my favourite story. We used to go up to Download Festival every year in Derby. There's the reaction I wanted. So we used to go up to Download every single year, and particular year, Dave was on the first night. Dave was the last to bed and first up in the morning. I got up around 7, came out of the tent, and there's Dave in his folding chair, 6 cans of Strongbow, empty I might add, round his feet, and another one in his hand, and that just set the tone for the day. About, it must have been, 11 o'clock before the festival actually started, a bunch of lads come past with a flagpole with a big bit of string and a trout tied to the end. They were offering a beer to whoever kissed the trout. Who got beer, Dave? Yeah, that trout had a good experience with Dave, to say the least. Little later in the day, we went up into the main festival and we were enjoying some bands. Went to see Pendulum, and we were all dancing away. And all of a sudden, I'm aware that this girl in a bikini had grabbed Dave and planted a kiss on his mouth. And we were like, anyone that knows Dave is not the kind of guy to start standing around and kissing women. And you'd be right, Dave isn't the kind of guy to stand around and kiss women. And to say that we were merciless is probably the understatement of the year, to the point that very drunk Dave decided to go and get the security to come and, as he put it, get us. Unfortunately, what he actually found was a very, very confused Russian guy in a luminous jacket who had no idea what Dave meant by arrest them. At which point the Russian guy was asked to join us for a drink and Dave was sent packing. So, I mean, if you'd said back then that it would be today that we're standing here, I mean, the two of us in suits is a wonder in the first place, but both of us are now fathers, both of us now married. We would have thought you were absolutely balmy. But Dave and myself, from both Kaylee and myself, we can wish you the best of luck with your marriage. And if there's one thing I can pass on, and this is being married with kids, is make time for each other. You spend all day, every day as mum and dad, you need some time to be Dave and Becky. And just make sure you treasure that time together. So everyone, please raise your glasses to Dave and Becky. And now I believe I'm going to hand over to the man of the hour.
Right, well that was a bit awkward. Anyway, I'm keeping this very short. We literally just want to say thank you to everyone that's come. As Tony has already mentioned, people have come from all over the world to be here today. So we do appreciate everyone, and a lot of people have also supported us on this day. So if you don't get a gift and you've given us a hand or something like that, don't be offended. We still think of you, and we'll be talking to you all privately. But the main thing I'm doing is gifts. So I'm going to try and find where Mia's gone. But oh, she's on my lap. Give a present to Mia. Oh, you come on. What present for you? You've got sweeties in your mouth. What's this? That's for you. Don't have to take the bag, you can't take it out.
Wow.
Turn around and show everyone. It has got a personalised message on it as well. So. Okay. Kiss. Give mummy a kiss. Managed to get a kiss out of her today. Right. And our other bridesmaid, which is also my sister, those of you that haven't met her. Yeah. We'll let her get out to show you.
It's also little bag.
Oh, thank you. It's a little touch. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Right. Got one for Tony as well. It's easy for me to tell whose is whose.
Thank you. Oh, look, you girls too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll put a picture in there. We get to go and do the day first.
Very nice. Thank you.
There's a few little things.
Take this tea back. It is. Take this tea back. Where? Oh, on here. All right. Okay.
Very good.
Father of the bride's survival kit. Balloon to help you bounce through the day. A tissue, your little girl's getting wet, you're going to need it. Seeds for the seeds of wisdom you've sown. Marbles to replace the ones I made you lose. Love hearts because you're loved so much. Paperclip to hold the bride's nerves together. A piece of jigsaw, the day wouldn't be complete without you. Toothpick to pick out the best qualities in the groom. Confetti to show the newlyweds with your blessing. Tea bag to relax when it's all over. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Is that more glasses for our cupboard?
Right.
That's very true.
It's easy for you lot to see what these ones are. This is from my mum and dad.
Show you yours.
And this is from Mum and Bride.
Thank you. Fully my dad too.
Right.
Thank you.
So if everyone can just raise your glass, because you've all probably got something left and we need to drink it, so to a great day.
Great day.
Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart,